two left-handers, Jaiswal and Abhishek.
Elaborate why?
First of all, they're left-handers. They're very young, and I think they play the game in a style very attacking, very stylish. And of course, the relationship I would have with them over the last couple of years has been very special. It's great to see them go from strength to strength. I think he's got the ability to play in any conditions. I saw him in the Caribbean. I think obviously the pitches in Australia are slightly different, but I think if you take your mentality and if you take that sort of strength that you have, that inner strength, you're going to play cricket, good cricket in any condition. So I expect to see him do well.
Right? We talked about two left-handers, the Indian left-handers. Rishabh Pant kind of didn't feature in your list, but how exciting is he to watch?
He's amazing, and I mean, I remember spending some time with Sunil Gavaskar in Australia when India won that game at the Gabba to win the series, and that was an amazing performance by Rishabh Pant. I mean, you know, you caught me off guard. I didn't say Rishabh Pant, but also a very, a capable left-hander and someone that we all love. I think the adjustment is upstairs. The adjustment is your ability to back your talent in whatever conditions. You might be familiar, and I say this with a pinch of salt because conditions in India has changed. With the IPL, you've got international players coming, and you're feeding your players a different level of competition, which is great. So I don't think there is much that he has to do technically. I just think mentally, traveling away from home, playing against Australia. Australia on their shores are a different beast. But I believe that you know, the Indian team that I've seen gone to Australia over the last couple of occasions are very capable of winning. No, not just the points. I think it's a situation where India know that they have the advantage in terms of being the better playing team against Bangladesh, and they've got to they've got to give themselves the opportunity. And I love the way that they went about in such a short space of time to put Bangladesh under pressure. The performance by India with the bat was always to put Bangladesh under pressure with the ball, and whenever they came back out in the second innings to bat, it shows that they are by far a more superior team than Bangladesh. Well, I mean, Test cricket is about attrition. You know, not every single day you're going to have 2-3 days washed out. I want to see a lot of games going into the fourth and the fifth day. I want to see batters holding on, battling if they have to battle. Bowlers, you know, being as disciplined as possible. So, you know, that test match was a test match where India felt that they have an opportunity to win if they play a certain type of cricket, but it's not going to happen that way all the time. Yeah, I think my answer to that is that you've got to have a plan, and your plan have to be something that when it comes to fruition, you know, you get the success. But again, as John D said, when you're coming up against Australia, you got to have a damn good plan. And you got to be able to soak in pressure because they're going to apply a lot of pressure. And then I had a very joyous experience recently where the West Indies went to Australia, lost the first test match very badly, and was able to come through the back door and win the second. So in an Indian scenario, they've got to play good cricket, they've got to believe in themselves, and they got to play each session at a time. You know, they can't think way beyond that.